Hello and welcome back to One Day to Get 5 May for AP Precalculus. This is episode 31, and today I'm going to be doing a problem from Unit 3. Alright, so just go ahead and pause the video and give the problem a try, and then check back to see how you did. Alright, assuming that you pause the video. If x is a positive acute angle and cosine x equals a, which of the following is an expression for tangent of x in terms of a. So what we're going to use is the definition for tangent of x, which is sine of x over cosine of x. Okay, so we have that cosine of x equals a, so this is equal to sine of x over a. But we want this to be only in terms of a. And if you look at all our answer choices, these are, I gotta draw that one bigger. These are all in terms of a, right? So we want to get sine x in terms of a, so we can have the full expression be in terms of a, right? So we know that cosine of x equaled a, right? So what we're going to use is the Pythagorean, one of the Pythagorean identities, because there's three, which is sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So what we're going to do is to get sine of x by itself, we're going to subtract cosine squared x from both sides. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. Or actually, how about I just show you right now? So we have sine squared x plus cosine squared x. Cosine squared x, that's the same thing as cosine of x squared. And because a is equal to cosine of x, this is also equal to a squared, right? So what we have is that sine squared of x plus a squared is equal to 1. So we want to get sine x in terms of a. Okay. Subtract a squared from both sides. We get sine squared of x is equal to 1 minus a squared. Alright. Now let's take the square root of both sides. So what we're going to get is sine of x is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 minus a squared. Okay. But here's what I want to point out. We're given that x is a positive acute angle. So basically, when it's saying positive, it's saying it's going in this way. That would be a positive angle if it's that way. Wait, let me draw this a little better. So if the angle is like that, that's positive. But if the angle is like that, that's negative because it's going clockwise. Counterclockwise is the positive direction. So basically, our angle is going to look something like, it's acute, so it means it's less than 90 degrees. So it's going this way, and it can't be more than 90 degrees. So it has to look something like that. And I want to remind you that sine of x and cosine of x are the x values of, if we have a unit circle, that's the x coordinate of where the terminal ray of that angle intercepts the unit circle. So wherever, if it's acute and it's positive, it's gonna, the terminal side of that angle, terminal ray, is going to hit the circle where the x, this is the x, this is the y. X over here is going to be positive, and y over here is going to be positive. So this is quadrant 1. Which means, in turn, that cosine and sine are going to be both positive. So we know that for our x, because x is a positive acute angle, right, we know it's only going to be a positive for sine. Alright, so we have an expression for sine x that's positive. I can just omit that because it's implied. Sine of x is 1 minus a squared. So let's just sub this back in. So if we sub that back in, that's the square root of 1 minus a squared over a, which is answer choice C. Alright, so hopefully you found the video helpful, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day.